Howdy, howdy, Legends. It's everyone's favorite professional Apex Legends caster and analyst, Zephyr here, back for another video. Today, we're running through some of the things to avoid in Apex Legends, from the best tips to some lighthearted advice. Stay tuned to find out what you mustn't do in your next game. But first, our question of the day. Which season of Apex Legends has been your favorite and why? Let us know in the comments down below. 1. Carry too much ammo. It can be very tempting to just stack up on 400 to 500 of the same ammo type for your primary weapon, or even potentially both of your weapons if they're the same ammo type. The logic is fairly clear after all. If you run out of ammo at any key moment in the game, that is pretty much it for you. However, ammo isn't the only item you need to be successful in Apex Legends. Heals and grenades are just as important, and with limited bag size, you can't afford to overload on one item. Also, with ammunition, we have to think about what is exactly the amount we need. The same reason you wouldn't take 10 batteries or 4 Phoenix kits. If you have over 300 ammo of a single type, are you actually going to use it all up without access to potentially more ammo? Looting death boxes or the ground for ammo is viable all game long. If you shoot 300 ammo and don't get any chances to grab more at all, then there is a problem with your gameplay. For shotgun ammo, you really only need 16. Plus, the value of grenades are often underappreciated, and they tend to be the first thing left behind in favor of extra ammunition. Looking for a leg up in Apex? ProGuides has everything you need to supercharge your gameplay to the next level. From detailed in-game knowledge and guides to specialist coaches, whatever your gameplay needs, we've got you covered. Why not sit down with an Apex Predator and get direct feedback on your gameplay? Perhaps ask them for their tips and tricks on how to reach the next rank in Apex. Check out the link in the description and let's go. 2. Forget to heal fully. How many times have you survived by the skin of your teeth or just missed out on a knock by only a few HP? More than once, right? So that simply shows you how important even a very small amount of health can be. Yet a lot of players don't bother or forget to heal up a little bit of health. Shield cells or syringes are very common, and it is certainly not worth hoarding them if it comes at the expense of your life. What good are the extra couple of heals if you just died anyway? You won't even get to use them. So next time if you're wondering if to use a cell for 5 HP, do it. 3. Using weapons that only cover one range. Another common mistake that players make in Apex is not pairing their weapons correctly. Luckily, we have a weapons combination video you can check out for some of our best suggestions. But the principles are simple. Some weapons in Apex are best at close range, like SMGs and shotguns, and then weapons like LMGs and ARs are only good at mid-range, and snipers are good at very long range. Of course, you can only carry 2 weapons at once, so you can't cover all ranges. But running around with 2 snipers or 2 SMGs is going to really hinder you in Apex Legends games. Because Apex is so varied, you need to have a balanced and widespread kit to make sure you can cover a range of situations. The current meta for most Legends and playstyles is an AR and then an SMG. Failing that, a shotgun potentially secondary. Some LMGs are also pretty viable. Snipers can be used, but you need a good close range weapon that has some mid-range potential to make it work. 4. Running off and dying alone. Apex is a team game, and even if you are off solo queuing, you need to stay with and play with your team to be successful. Sure, you can potentially 1v3 or 1v2 on a rare occasion, but most of the clutch ups and pop-off moments you see on social media are people who fought with their team and found themselves last alive. Performing a totally organic 1v3, especially in a mode where people are playing more seriously, is very hard and sometimes literally impossible. If the enemy team realizes you are solo and pushes you together, it's pretty much unwinnable. There's only so much damage you can do per second, even with perfect aim, and with 2 or 3 people shooting at you all at once, the math, well, The maths just don't add in your favor. 5. Looting super slowly. However, one of the reasons why your teammates might abandon you and then die alone is because they almost died of boredom waiting for you to finish looting. Sure, we need to make sure we have the right equipment and enough stuff for the game ahead, but we also need to rack up some kills to grind that RP or potentially drop a big puppy. It's important to remember that you can still loot as you rotate, and plus anyone you do kill will handily drop you all their loot as well. With how fast Apex lobbies have been falling over lately, take too long to loot and the game could potentially be over if you aren't careful. 6. Being a greedy looter. But being fast doesn't mean being a bit of a jerk to your teammates. Landing on top of their head and stealing their loot or simply taking items that are dibs by someone else is just, well, annoying. You'd be annoyed if it happened to you, so don't do it to others. In particular, if we're thinking about looting and getting to rack up some kills as quickly as possible, spreading out to cover a whole POI is actually much quicker and more efficient. Respecting pings should mean your teammates also ping stuff for you, helping you find that final attachment you need to pop off in a fight. Let's all be better teammates. 7. Not performing a key role. Some legends are specialists at certain things, be it Lifeline with reviving, Watson placing fences, or Bloodhound scanning. Yet some people play these legends and just don't use the abilities at all. We've all seen the famous Shiv clip when Lifeline won't revive him.
Let's go, baby. Lifeline! Lifeline! Where's me? Lifeline, use. Where's Lifeline? Lifeline!
Shiv nicely sums up what it feels like to rely on a teammate and not have them deliver. Plus, you're just hindering yourself too. Why bother playing Lifeline if you don't want to use her abilities? Just play someone else. It's the same for any legend. There are so many to choose from, so find someone you know how to use and, well, want to use. 8. Use Seer like Bloodhound. This is a rather specific thing to mention, but a key mistake that has become more and more common as Seer's popularity has risen. With Bloodhound, the famous phrase, scan on contact, is absolutely the move. Their scan gives easy and wide-ranging information that helps your position in moving in a fight. Because Bloodhound is an OG legend, it's understandable that when the first true similar legend came along, people applied their Bloodhound knowledge to them. But using Seer's scan tactical the same way as Bloodhound is actually just a complete waste. While the scan information is important and helpful, the real value in Seer's kit is the cancel. To be able to stop someone healing is such a mega advantage in a fight that you really need to think about how to make the most of the ability. While every fight is different, there's a general rule for when to use Seer's tactical scan. Use it in your second wave, generate some entry damage, cancel the player's heal, and then get the first knock. That is the general principle of how to maximize the value of Seer. 9. Be afraid to back off. A common mistake plenty of players make is understanding when to back off from a fight. Sure, we all want to rack up big kills and play aggressive, but sometimes just stepping away and resetting or holding out for a fight to break out is much better. If there are two teams fighting or about to fight and you make a big presence and get involved, more often than not, you become the center of attention and then teams will focus you, denying you an easy third party. Or if you know there's a team waiting to third and then take the fight anyway, it'll only end badly for you. Taking lots of fights and being aggressive doesn't mean you can't choose situations that benefit you or bide your time to maximize the amount of kills you can get. 10. Play Revenant. Look, he sucks. He's bad to play. He's bad to play against. I'm not even using the voice anymore. No one likes Revenant. Just leave the robot back in 22. Okay? Maybe Mirage. And Seer. Well, for me. Thanks for sticking with us through all 10 tips. We hope you found at least 9 of them useful. What tips did we miss? Let us know in the comments down below, and until next time, legends.